Hello guys, so welcome back to the SQL section of data engineering with Animesh, and we are going to solve our 28th question in our SQL lead code series. So let us get directly to the question. So the question is friend requests. Who has the most friends? So there's one table known as request accepted. It has three columns. Requester ID and acceptor ID is the primary key. Okay. This table contains the ID of the user who sent the request, ID of the user who received the request, and the date when the request was accepted. Simple table. Write a solution to find the people who have the most friends and the most friends number. Okay, so you have to find the name or the ID of the person who has the most friends and what is the number of friend he or she has with a particular ID. Okay, now let us see the example. So see, there are requester ID 1123. So one has sent request twice and the acceptor IDs are 2 and 3. So how many friends does one have? One has two friends. One is 2 and other is 3. Now consider 3. 3 has requested once but has accepted twice. If you see, so the number of friend becomes 3, right? So you have to see in both the columns if the name is printed in requester ID or in acceptor ID, both will be counted in the total count, and hence we will calculate the result after counting it on inside both the columns. Okay. So I hope you would have understood the question, and the output is 3 because 3 has most number of friends and the count is also 3. Okay. You can go to the explanation to understand more, but it is all I have already told how it works. So now the main problem is there are two columns. Okay. So how you will compare that once it is in the requester ID and the other time it is in the acceptor ID. And in both the columns, it can have multiple occurrence, right? Here it is given only one occurrence, but if you see the main data or real-time data, it might be that three has requested to 100 of people and 50 of them has accepted. So there would be multiple entries. How you will tackle this? So the best way you can do is to form a single table which contains all these entries in one column. Suppose if I have entry like this 1, 1, 2, 3, all the requester ID and then all the acceptor ID in one temporary table or CTE. We have already worked with CTE. Now this is my resultant table. Now is it easy to calculate the number of count and the max number of count in this type of scenario, and what is that max count means you have to find the most occurred digit and what is the number of the most occurred digit or how many times that occurrence is. So simple, if you can do a count star group by ID and just use descending order in an order by and do the limit one. So basically to get to this output, this table would be more useful, or a table with such structure would be more useful. So our first aim would be to have this table. So how we'll get it? Select requester ID from requested, oh, request accepted, okay, and just a spelling mistake. Select, I will copy it from here so that I don't make any mistake again. Select acceptor ID from, okay. Now how we will combine these two tables? See, the column number is same, the data type of the column is same, so union or union all. But here we don't have to eliminate a duplicate. Please keep that in mind. If we remove the duplicate here, we will lose the entries and we will get answer wrong. Okay, so union all, and let's see what does it gives, and we will store it in some CT. But let me first run this. Okay, don't worry about it. See, we have got our desired table structure. So we are halfway there in our outputs to get to our output. Okay, so we have got the desired table structure. Now I will store that in CTE. So to storing that in CTE, just use this syntax with any name for the city. I am using a simple city as, and then enclose it within a parenthesis. Okay, so now whatever operation would be done on this city. Now what we'll do, select one thing more, as id, as id. Okay, select id, comma, count of those id, right? So count star, there's only one column, so I need to constant as, and what is the alias of this? As num. Now from not the table but the CTE, or the temporary table that we have created, from CTE A, group by. First you have to do a group by, because you have to count on the basis of particular request from the particular ID, on the basis of particular ID. So you will group by ID. So one number of one, how many time number of one has occurred? It would be two. How many time number three has occurred? It would be three. So that is why group by ID. Then order by, oh, let me run this so that you will get complete ID, and then I will add two other simple clauses and we will get to the answer, I hope. So see, now we have got the number of friends each ID has. Okay, one has two friends, two has two friends, three has three friends, four has four friends. How to get this three in our output? Be with me in this. Order by num descending. What we will get? 3 as the first entry if we run this. And if we do limit 1, we have already used limit 1's limit clause in our previous video. So you know, limit select the number of rows, or limit selects the number of rows that are given after that are given by the parameter after the limit. So if you are doing limit 1, it will select only one row from the result set. So what order by will does, it will make 3 to go on the top, and limit 1 will select only that 3. Now let us run this query. See, so we have our required output. So the only tricky part was to convert the given data into our desired input data set, from where we can easily calculate the output. So we have done this type of question before, where we have converted the input data into a proper input structure to get to the output, or we have used using CTE or subqueries and all. So that was only the main funda in this question, that convert the tables into your required format. So that we have done using CTE and union all. And after that, it was very basic to count, and count using a group by ID column. So I hope you would have understood the question. Just remember, in these type of question, not only the requester ID you have to count, you have to see the acceptor ID as well, because three can be a requester or can be acceptor, but ultimately it gains or has one other friend. So that is also need to be keep in mind. Don't only go for requester ID. You will get your answer wrong. So okay, I will see you in my next video. Till then, keep learning, keep practicing, and goodbye.